Alright, so after I made my post in Discord explaining how I made gold to Mavi, Niridan wanted me to explain how I do my Hexweave bag farm, which has taken a lot of time to develop, if you will. So I thought I'd just do a complete daily routine of what I do in WoW. So the first thing I do is I go onto my Demon Hunter. He is in Darkheart Thicket, and I just let it load in real quick. He's basically my Dreamleaf and Ysera line seed farmer. We started in Darkheart Thicket, and I basically skip every mob up until after the first boss. And if you're a Demon Hunter, you can meta right through this window. Gotta be pretty precise with the spot, but just take some practice. Just run past it all. I have the hunt, so I can just use the hunt here to get a bit quicker. Double Ferrush, Shadow Melt. Then when the cat comes onto this, Immolation or a mount, and you can start running for the pack. The tricky part with these mobs is that since you are higher level than them, they are a bit hard to aggro. Immolation Aura makes this pack very easy. But here it can get super hard like this. Yeah, there you go. We get these. And then we taunt here. Run through, got it, Soul Shape and Nether Form. And then we just grab these. Double Ferrush back, and then onto this little shroom here. Then we'll snap most of the mobs. When they're not casting, it's a bit annoying. Pop Blur, so you dodge some of the AoE, which will knock you off this, if you're unlucky. Just kill the rest. And basically you get the Dreamleaf from herbing the blossoms. And I'm using the Dark Moon Firewater Potion here in my inventory, which allows you to herb faster, mine faster, skin faster. And it basically makes it instant. You can see I click and it instantly herbs it. You can just spam click. They should all be stacked up, so you can just spam click until you're done. I mount up and I log out. I've recently just sent some of my... I should probably explain what am I using it for. Dreamleaf and Ysera line seed I am milling on my Mage, which I will log onto in a bit. So I send it to my Mage, and I mill it into Roseate Pigment and Sallow Pigment. I put that on auction house, and when I have a pretty good amount, like 1.5 to 2k Roseate Pigment, I will start sending it to my DK and just sell it on auction house. Throw that phone away. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the DH. I log out, and then I think it's after 30 minutes or 1 hour. Then the dungeon resets, and you will be back at the spawn again. Yeah, I will move my cam a bit. Over here. Nah, I don't know. What the fuck am I gonna put it? Yeah, I'll put it here so you can see the chat. So that's what I do on my DH. Not complicated, you can do that in any class. As long as you have herbing. That's all. He does have rank 3 Dreamleaf, which I don't know if that matters when you herb mobs, or if it's only actual herbs. But anyway, then we go on to the Death Knight, which is my auto hammer / Dreamleaf seller. Dreamleaf if I have enough Roseate Pigment. So I cover 2 different markets. Let's see. So what I do every time I log in on him, I have Molly and I have Katie Stem Whistler, just 2 mailboxes. I always just pop it and see if anything... Oh, it expired. I thought they sold. Okay, man. These are some recipes I just got. I don't know if they're ever gonna sell. But I got them while leveling engineering on my hunter. So actually I sold 68 auto hammers for 19.3k. But every time I log in, I now have no auctions up, but I usually go into canceling undercut scan. If anyone undercut me, I cancel them and repost them. So this guy is set up to have rank 3 auto hammer, which reduces the mats cost basically. I believe that the rank 3 auto hammer is a very rare recipe you get in a world quest around I think it's in High Mountain. Maybe that's another one. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's a rare recipe you get from a world quest. But yeah, he buys Laystone ore. I mean, you can do the math yourself. These right now, let's see if there's still 300 gold. Yeah, so 300 gold, I'm actually gonna buy these and flip them. 300 gold, now 679 gold. You just 15 times the Laystone ore price, which is pretty expensive right now. And then these you buy from the vendor. These two we buy from the vendor right here, I believe. Yeah, loose trigger and oversized blasting cap. Then you just start making them. Do I even have any? Nah, I actually gotta make some. Great. It even says here how much it costs to craft, but that's wrong. Because yeah, it acts as if you buy these in the auction house. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it definitely does. So this is, you cannot trust this one. I believe it's Auctionator doing this. Oh yeah, I have my blood cards of Omen even. I get these from my Mage as well, where I mill Draenor herbs. I get, what's that pigment called? It's a blue pigment anyway. You make it into war paint, and then you can start making Card of Omens. And basically, you flip them, and you have a chance of getting. See, there's different. They start off as this. You flip them, and you can enter this for 5 gold, 5. All of these actually non-flipped. But you can get, the max one is 5k. The chance is extremely low, but there's a 5k, a 2k, and a 1k, I believe, as epic. Then there is a 200, 150 as rare. And uncommon, I think you have 5 and 10, maybe 20. And common, you get, they can be extremely bad. Like, I think you can even get 1 copper once. 1 copper, 50 copper, 1 gold, perhaps. But after looking at different data, it should be worth if the herbs are really low on price. It's just passive gold I do while in the raid break. I just log onto this and I just spam the button and see I'm just getting commons here. I don't know what. Yeah, there we go. That's a 5 gold. So you just start flipping them. Alright, I will put these back on auction house. Now, since I bought the other ones, I basically reset the market back again, where it should be instead of this low price. So 107 auto hammers is 72k gold right now. And then I have this cloak I found while doing a what was it? Nighthold, Mythic Nighthold clear. It's not gonna sell for that. It's just a transmog cloak. I'm gonna ruin the market and just say 2.5k. And then all of these, I don't know if they will sell, but they cost nothing to put up basically. So you might as well just do it. That's pretty much what this guy does. Yeah, I buy Laystone ore when it's low. You can even trick the market by, you put up Laystone ore, you put 1 up, or let's say 11, because 11 is a pretty good price to buy them at. Say post, and then people with TSM, actually TSM might snipe it, but with Auctionator at least, if you alt click something, now it instantly says put this up at 11, and if they don't look and don't do their research, they're just gonna put all the ores up for this price. And then you just snipe it. Okay, I just cancel my auction. I don't know why I did that. But just put it up. Maybe I can snipe a few ores. Not that I need them right now. I have a lot of ore. But yeah, this guy sells Dreamleaf as well. He sells you Sirloin Seed if they are around 5 to 6 gold. And I have a lot of Roseate Pigment. Otherwise, they go to my Mage. This cloak I can remove from favorites. That's pretty much what this guy does. And now onto the Mage. This is going to be the hardest one to explain, I think. And then of course Hunter, who doesn't get gold. He does them all, and he's sad about it. Let's see, so the Mage. I'm gonna try and explain everything that makes my Garrison the way it is. Because every building, I think, is meant for either a Hexweave farm or blood cards. So let's start by going into the architect table. Right, so I have a rank 3 town hall, of course. You gotta have that, otherwise you cannot get all of these buildings. Menagerie does not matter. You can probably get gold with that if you're good at pets. I'm not. Fishing shack doesn't do anything either. The barracks is important. You get, if you have rank 3, you get 5 more followers. Which I will get to in a bit why that is important. The stables, I actually found out recently, is pretty nice. The mount speed doesn't matter that much because you have the guild bonus. I think they don't overlap. I'm not quite sure. But the important one is the first one, I think. Yes, it's the first upgrade, which is that you can interact with objects in Drano while mounted. Which means I have the Tailoring Imperium, which will give me Hexweave Cloth or Hexweave Bags. And I have the Scribe's Quarters, which gives me War Paint for blood cards. And I can take the what's called the orders. You know, you put up orders for different materials. You can pick them up without demounting or dismounting, which just saves some time. It's definitely worth it if you do this every day. It's all about making the farm the most efficient it can be. You know, time spent versus how much gold you earn. Make it as quick as possible. So yeah, I have these two to gain me my different stuff. I also create, it's this. You create this one every day, get 20, actually, what's my skill at? So if you have 100, level 100 Drana tailoring, you get 20 Hexweave cloth, and either Sorcerer's Water or Sorcerer's Air. You don't use any of these, but there's one that's important, which I will get to. Then you go into, yeah, you can do this every single day, but if you for some reason run out of primal, of Hexweave cloth, you can do primal weaving. I have not done any of this yet, but the whole farm which I'm doing is basically a primal spirit farm. Which you can see I have 42k primal spirit. I haven't used any yet because I recently just started selling my bags. There's no reason to craft Hexweave cloth this way unless if you have no Hexweave bags, you have no Hexweave cloth, you want to get them on the auction house ASAP, then you can do this to get your bags up. But you use a lot of Sumptuous Fur and a lot of Primal Spirit, of course. You spend 50 Primal Spirit for one bag. I don't know if there's a more efficient way, but that's at least what I use my Primal Spirit for. And the Hexweave bags, it takes 100 Hexweave cloth. I have 21k, because I haven't made that much. And then Sorcerer's Earth. And how you get Sorcerer's Earth is basically, took me some time to figure out, but after getting into Inscription, if you have level 100 Inscription, you can also create as with the Hexweave cloth, war paints every day. It's a daily reset. You get 20 war paints, and you get either Sorcerer's Water or Sorcerer's Earth. And we need the Earth for the Hexweave Bags. And like with Primal Weaving here with Hexweave cloth, you can also do it with the war paints. It's basically the same concept with the Primal Spirit. Card of Omens cost 5 war paint, some light parchment, which you buy off the vendor. And you get 10 for each. So, the Scrubs Quarter give me war paints, and when you pick up the orders, there's a chance that they can give you, I believe it's earth and water. The Tailoring Imperium gives me cloth, and it should give water and air, which we don't care about. I have the Storehouse to gain get guild bank access, that doesn't matter, but I have my bank, which is really important, otherwise my inventory gets full of Hexweave Bags. You can increase the amount of work orders building can have, which is important if you go AFK for a while, I guess. Level 3, basically the same. You just get more work orders for your buildings. The trading post is actually 2 of the upgrades are important. The last one is not that important. The first one, basically, I will show it when I get there. Actually, I think it's easier to show when I get there. I will show it when I get there. The Herb Garden provides you with herbs. The Drana herbs that you can either mill into... Let's see what it is actually called. I put it all in my bank, great. Cerulean Pigment is the name. You herb them into the pigment, or you can use it. I'm gonna explain that later. This is such a weird guide. I'm just doing it on the go. Basically, the Herb Garden gives you herbs. You can put up work orders to get more herbs. Done. The Lunarfall Excavation gives you ores, which also has a use, which I will explain later. And the Lunarfall Inn. Is it rank 3 you need? 2 and 3 is the important ranks here. So at rank 2 or level 2, you can start hiring followers, which is important for a thing I will tell you in a bit. It's a very weird guide, but you can pick what traits your followers have. It's a weekly reset, picking a follower. And you basically want them to have, see all my followers, Extreme Scavenger. This was nerfed in actual Warlords of Draenor. This was 200% increase in gold or 100% increase in gold on missions. But that didn't go so well for Blizzard. They changed it to Garrison resources. But all my followers have Garrison resources, which is the barracks has... the barracks give you 5 more followers, so you get 5 more Extreme Scavengers. Then, of course, I have some of them working to buff my my work orders in the respective buildings. So you do this every week. You pick one with Extreme Scavenger and you start leveling it up. Nothing too crazy there. And then the third one unlocks lucrative Garrison resource missions. This was also nerfed. It used to be a mission that gave like 5k gold. It's now a Garrison resource mission that gives 1k or 2k resources. Something like that. So whenever I log in, the first thing I do is I check the Garrison resource. Not Garrison resource, the command table. And I pick up my missions. I will just use these. These are basically something you can get from a mission, which instantly completes work orders in the respective buildings. Just speeds up the process of getting cloth. So the missions I pick. If you follow us, you can see they have item level. 675 is the max item level. So you can pick these missions to give them item level It's just like giving them XP tokens. This is just a weapon token to boost the item level. I don't do this anymore because mine are already top item level. So the only missions I go for, there's only one, is the Garrison resource missions. Now, if you have the add-on, what is it even called? Called like Garrison something. Garrison Mission Manager. You can just it will automatically fill out which ones you get. And since all mine have extreme scavengers, as long as it's 100% chance, it doesn't matter which followers are on it. And these stacks, so if you have a mission where you can pick 3 followers, you can get 600% increase in Garrison resources. And these become important later as well. So just send this out. You can get missions that reward you with, the ones I used here, rush orders. Send them out as well. You send out rush orders, Garrison resources, and I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I think it's just those you send out. So after I've done that, I just go to this guy. I see who is the trader of the day. Not the trader, the Garrison visitor or whatever. So wait. They got a new icon. Anyway, every day there's a different trader or visitor in your Garrison. This day, he's trash. The ones you want are the traders that trade different resources, like ores. This is why the Lunar Fold excavation and the garden is very important. You can see all this ore I have. You can basically trade 5 ore or 5 of the respective herbs into 1 primal spirit. They also have a quest you can do once per day, and they are only there for the day, so you can do it once until they respawn again another day. Where you give, it's like 25 of the things, and you gain 25 primal spirit. It's very nice. So just start selling all of this, basically. It's a bit hard to explain it when there's not actually a vendor of them up, but you will see it when it appears. Then I go out after checking, I mount up, check my auction house, my mailbox. I have some roseate pigment expired. I have sallow pigment expired, and I have some bags that sold. The price of the bags are not very good right now, but I have around like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, around 1300 sallow roseate pigment and 200 sallow pigment. I go to the Garrison cache, pick it up. You just show the inn. You don't go there anymore after you've gotten all your followers. You talk to the headhunter, you choose trade, and then increase rewards. Extreme scavenger, choose recruit. It gives you 5 different options. You just pick the one that's highest rarity. If they're all the same, you start looking at abilities. Doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. So that's how you use the inn. The stables, you don't do anything. Actually, what are these? I don't know. It's probably useless. This is the guy you can buy light parchment off. I don't know. Well, I've never seen this. Oh, it's probably Shadowlands. Whatever. You go to Tailoring Imperium. These are the work orders. What did I get? I got 60 Hexweave cloth, 1 water, 1 air. I have my follower here, which just boosts the work orders. He doesn't, you can only create banners that do nothing. You spend Sumptuous Fur to put out the Hexweave cloth orders. And since I have the stables where I don't dismount when I interact with objects, I can just click it without dismounting. We go to the inscription place. 24 war paints, 1 water and 1 earth. The earth is nice, the water is useless. So you spent cerulean pigment. And this, you spend these resources and you get 2 Drana Merchant Order. I have some in my bags where I will just create it. You get 2 random ones. And when you have 2 of the same, you can spend it, you can combine them into 1 and you can sell for X amount of gold. It depends what rarity, it's random what rarity you get. I don't even know if it's worth my resources, but I have so much pigment anyway that I think if you're just setting up your garrison, you shouldn't be wasting stuff on this. But this is basically the follower buff in the inscription place. So after putting the work orders, making a thang, here's my bank with hexweave cloth or pigment. Whoa, I have rosé pigment in here actually. Yes. Wait, what's... Yeah, so here's all my primal spirit. Right. We go to the trading post. So rank 1, if I'm not mistaken, makes it so you get a... Where is he? I think it's this guy. You can put up work orders for a random crafting reagent, Drana. Changes every day, I'm pretty sure. You put it up for garrison resources. So it looks like 5 of these are 30 resources. I never use this because it's basically not necessary for the farm. It's just a waste of resources. These could be spent getting primal spirit instead, which we would rather want. I think it's rank 1. Oh, it's rank 2 of the resource place. You get a trader here, which sells you all different stuff for garrison resources. Now, the only reason you want resources is to buy sumptuous fur. So you basically make the farm passive by not having to go out and skin animals with fur or kill them or whatever, or buy it off the auction house. 20 garrison resources is a good price, but the best one is Lady Drani, which sells the fur for 20 resources each. 16 resources even. This guy's the second best with 20 each. You can see I have 8.2. And you never want to cap your resources, of course. But I don't know what the next trader is either. So if I'm really unlucky, I'm gonna have to get the goblin, which takes 40 for each fur. So I'm better off just buying 200 for 4,000 and getting it to a reasonable level so I don't accidentally cap. That's basically what you use the resources for. Get the fur to use for the Hexweave bag, for these ones and these ones. Create Hexweave cloth and add your tailoring Imperium. Is there anything else I use the stuff for? I buy Dranic dust sometimes. If the visitor of the day is the lady that wants 25 Dranic dust for 25 primal spirit, then you're good to buy 25 Dranic dust in here. Now, it is with rank 2, I believe, where you get the ability to make an auction house at the post. This is extremely expensive, at least it used to be, because the pieces drop from all over Drana, random locations, and the drop rate is extremely bad. I think I spent 500k to get my auction house here. Not necessary at all, it's just nice. It is a mage, so I could just teleport to Stormwind and then Garrison Hearthstone back. It doesn't matter at all. So So basically I look at the Hexweave bag price, this is shit. I could buy all 41 and flip it up here, but it's probably gonna get ruined by someone again. In fact, I could buy all of this and reset it up to this price. But I'm not gonna do that. Unless... Is there a fast way to do this? My current add-ons? I don't know. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, there's no reason to create Hexweave bags just to have them. Basically just create them whenever you want to sell them. That's my philosophy behind it. Roseate pigment. I have 2.2k since I found the ones in my bank. You just put them up. Sallow pigment, put it up as well. 100 gold is a good price. I just cancelled it for some reason. Great. And since I am a mage, I can... I have shimmer, so while mounting up, I can just shimmer. It doesn't interrupt the cast. It's just a speedrun strat. I don't know, I'm a speedrunner by heart. So, at rank 3 of the trading post, which I found out recently, I thought might as well just upgrade it to rank 3. Been at rank 2 for too long. You get 20% more Drano reputation. Doesn't matter for you. But the interesting thing is that at rank 2, the trader and the auction house guy is actually inside. So you gotta go in and you're dismounted. So it's a time waste. So at rank 3, they both move outside, pretty close to each other actually. And you don't have to dismount. Another little time save. But it's all about making the time spent versus gold gained as efficient as possible. This guy uses Darkmoon Firewater as well as my Demon Hunter to decrease the time it takes. It about halves the time it takes, I think, from 3 seconds to 1.5. And since you have the stables, you can herb while mounted without using the Sky Golem. Very cool. Just herb all of these. You can see in the chat how much I'm getting for each. Around 2 or 3. 2 to 4 it looks like. And you even get Primal Spirit if you're lucky. If you're not interested in the Primal Spirit at all, then you could basically only care about the trading post for Sumptuous Fur and the Lunar Fall in the barracks for the followers with Extreme Scavenger and the Tailoring Emporium. The garden and the mine should not matter for you, or the scribe quarter as its inscription thing. It doesn't matter for you. The Primal Spirit is just there so that if I run out of Hexweave cloth, but the price is good for Hexweave bags, I can spam this and just get as many as I want. It's just a safety net for the farm. And now it takes a long time because I'm explaining everything I do in detail, but it takes around 5 minutes to do this rotation. 3-4 minutes. You can pick up your work order. This is if you're not a herbalist in Drana and go around getting Dranic seeds, you're not gonna get many work orders of this. 27 out of 36. It's not getting any better than that, really. Sadly. The mine, however, you can get them all. Pick up the work orders. 2.7k Dranic stone. I don't know why, but you get so many Dranic stone compared to the seeds. Fix, please. You put them up. Also, I have my follow at my Fiona. She just gives you more stuff from the work orders, I believe. I think that's what all the followers do. I have my follower Lantras of the Blade with the mining for this place as well. You can just recruit followers, which has tailoring perk, the scribe perk, mining perk, and garden perk. You can just recruit them at the Lunar Fall in. That's fine too. But there's quests to get all of them. just takes time. You don't want to waste time. Going into the mine, we still have Darkmoon Firewater on. So this is gonna... They're gonna be gone instantly. Eesh. So, I have Miner's Coffee from last time. From yesterday, I was here. There are cards, which I will show in a bit, that can give you a mining pick or a Miner's Coffee. The mining pick you don't care about, it increases your mining time, but you already have Darkmoon Firewater, which is better than the mining picks. So there's no point in using them. The Miner's Coffee gives you, is it 20%? 20% movement speed, and you can use as many as you want. I think it stacks 5 times. I usually use 3. You get around 3 to 4 for a run in the mine. If you are unlucky, you get 2, or 1 even. So this is a mining card. You loot it. There's Primal Spirit, there's Black Rock Ore, and there's a Miner's Coffee, and some random stuff. Just run around, you mine this. Since I'm an Arcane Mage, I have Chrono Shift. When I Arcane Barrage something, I gain movement speed. So you can just Arcane Barrage the rats a little quicker. Another mine card here. There was a pick in that. You don't care about it. Ooh. It's a blink right into the mine. And as a mage, you also have all the time, which I haven't really found the best use of yet. My guy doesn't have any weapon because he looks dumb, and he doesn't need one. I should unequip this trinket because it kills the rats for me, which I actually don't want. I want to Chrono Shift them. I can Barrage even. So I think the best use all the time is around here. Use it. Go into the water. And you all the time back. So this is a bad run for Miner's Coffee. I'm gonna get 2 in total. There's 1 more card left. And as you do this every day, you will learn the placement of the mining cards. So you make sure you don't miss any. But it's a pretty straightforward thing. Go, there's some mines here, you jump down, go up. Look at your map if there's any ore here. If not, you make sure there's no mine cards. There's one that can spawn around here. Go back into the water area. Beep, boop, boop, boop. You come in here, do this, and you are done. There's no ore in here. 1 ore here, 1 minecart here. And since I do have a speedrun mind, I always, as I do the last mine, I quickly bring up my game menu. I loot this. I have 1 Miner's Coffee for next time, that's so bad. And after I loot it, I Garrison Hearthstone back. And then I usually just insta-click log out, as I like things going fast. But that's my daily routine on every character, I think. And of course, Darkmoon Firewater. I actually don't know how you get it legit, but you just buy it off auction house for like 40 gold each. Is it even? 88 gold each. Yeah. I log out. Then I go on about my day on my main. Just to recap, this guy did Darkheart Thicket, Dreamleaf, Cerulean Seed, send it to my mage, mills them for Roseate Pigment. Or he sends them to my DK, which just auctions them. This guy sells Dreamleaf, Cerulean Seed, Auto Hammers, buys Laystone or Low, crafts Auto Hammers and sells them. And the mage does Hexweave Bags, Blood Cards, gains as much Primal Spirit as possible, and spends Garrison resources on Sumptuous. That should pretty much just be the recap of what's going on. So, Niridan, I hope this helped you. Bye-bye.